Hi guys, what's up? Sorry about my voice, I'm sort of having a bit of a cold or flu or whatever the hell you want to call it. Anyway, I love how I cut in there. So today we'll be making, actually I shall just bring it up for you. What we're actually making is we'll be making, I think it's possibly this one. Alright, let's just bring this up. We'll be making this from complete scratch, and yeah, so this is a how to do with this certificate, or you can make any other different certificates. So yeah, let's get into it. So first off, you need something like Photoshop. Photoshop's one of the best ones to do it in, but that's just my opinion. So alright, so let's get into it. Normally people just go open blah blah blah. Well, I'm a bit different than that, so I'm just going to put in my base. Okay, so I know this looks a bit small, so we should zoom in. Now of course it's not landscape, so if we just rotate this, and now we can see that it is actually vertical. Okay, now another thing to do is to just sort of put all your things in a pile, which is over here. Alright, so we have our border now. Now a lot of you are going to be like, oh well, it's it's white, it doesn't match. The fact is, it actually will. So if we just go up to the little tab over here and just sort of scroll through them, you can actually see that it, like now, it is merged in. So you have this nice sort of background on your base. Or you can do it the other way around and merge the other one like I did, so it sort of becomes faint. But anyway, actually that one is vertical, isn't it? Yeah, horizontal. So actually, before we do that, let's just turn this back. Okay, so there we go. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is we want to add little images. Of course, they're going to be small, so if we hold down Shift, we actually get this nice sort of zooming up without it going everywhere. If you don't hold Shift, it's just sort of, your image goes flat or goes all bobby. So yeah, so if we just sort of maximize that to about the size we want, drag it to the position, we go over to the same tab, and then we just go down until we find the one we want, which I think it was, yeah, the other one. Now of course I've done this a tad different to what I actually did before, but never mind, it'll still turn out the same. So there we go. And then we want our second item, which is the Reiki symbol. So if we just sort of drag this over again, hold down Shift, put that into position, and again blend it in, and just sort of position it. There we go. So now you have this sort of nice faded person in the background and the writing. Okay, now normally you can do it through fonts and whatnot, but I've actually cut a few things out of a few different certificates because I'm lazy. So if we just sort of do this, move this over here again, hold down Shift, maximize it up. Actually, I'm going to just go back down to place and put that in again because I believe I did not hold down Shift. Oh, there we go. So once our Reiki is in position, we do the same thing again and just apply that. There's our Reiki. Alright, so far you can actually see that the image is coming together quite nice. This will work with other colours as well, but it preferably works well with black and white, especially if you're merging layers in together. You can sort of fade around it, but that's something that we can try and avoid. Okay, now what else have we got? Okay, so we've done all the basic things, so like the border, the Reiki, and this is something that I've simply just cut out of another another certificate again. Normally I would create this stuff from scratch because I like adding my own stuff. So again, if we just sort of place it in there, darken it down. Now sometimes you will need to twitch around till like this you actually find it. Normally, yeah, I've got the mouse wheel working now. And as you can see, actually I might just move this. If you hit Control T and hold down Shift, you can make this smaller without defecting it. Okay, so if we go back to the writing again, you can just sort of place it in where you want. Okay. Now, a cool trick is, because there's this writing, normally you don't do this, but because this is just a tutorial video, I shall be adding this in. The only problem with doing it this way is you can't actually edit any of the text. So I do suggest, if you're going to do something like this, just add it in yourself so you actually have the text document, or the actual font, so everything matches. But in this case, I'm not going to worry about that. So if we get the eraser, and it just sort of gives us a little tip-top warning, and then we just get rid of it. And then actually, if we turn all this off, you'll find that it's just this, and what we're actually erasing will come up sort of checker plated, because we're sort of erasing the actual file itself. So just a cool way of doing it. I'm not going to actually do it into detail like I did the other one. The other one, you make the brush smaller and you go in between the gaps and whatnot. Again, get rid of this your name here. Get rid of all the other writing. Again, you should be just writing this in your own font. Again, because it's just a lot easier, but I can't be bothered typing, so I should just do it this way. And then we simply turn back on all the other ones, and there we are. Of course, you have this, which you can just sort of get rid of, and there is our certificate. And yeah, so if you hold down Control and select all the ones on the side and go Control E, it'll merge it all into one. But in this case, I'm just going to leave it like this. So yeah, that is how to do it. I hope this was handy or useful or something for you guys. I know that I quite like Photoshop because you can do things like this, but this is just a quick tutorial on how to make a nice looking certificate backdrop, or anything really, in a matter of 10 minutes. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. And again, I'm terribly sorry about my voice. I've got a cold or a flu, or I don't exactly know what that is. But anyway, I shall see you on one of my other videos.